My name is Sarah Fitzsimons, and my pronouns are she, her.
And I'm Rachel Carroll, and my pronouns are also she, her. We are presenting the website Rosemary and Sage, a recipe collection. We envisioned the site to be a place where you can share your favorite recipes with other people, while also keeping track of your personal favorites and what recipe you might want to cook for that week. Currently, you can also search for a recipe by name or ingredient, or filter recipes by their assigned tags.
Here's a little walkthrough of what the site does. When you arrive, you will see all of the recipes populate, and a random user will be greeted. You can scroll through all the recipes, and if you find one that looks interesting, click on that recipe. The recipe details, including its ingredients and how much the total cost of the ingredients are, plus directions on how to cook the recipe, are on the modal view of the card. You also have the option to favorite a recipe or add it to your list of recipes to cook. Back on the home page, the user has the option to search for a specific recipe by name. You can also search by ingredient. Each recipe also has a set of tags that we can see listed on the right side of the screen. The numbers next to the tag is how many recipes there are with that tag. If for some reason you wanted to find sauces and salads, you can filter by multiple tags and see all the recipes with both of the tags that you have selected. The user also has the option to favorite recipes with the heart button. And then you can view your favorites by clicking the My Favorite Recipes button. If you decide later it's not a favorite, just click the heart again. The next time you come to the favorites page, the recipe won't be there. If the user decides to cook a recipe that week, they can use the plus button to add that recipe to their recipes to cook page. This concludes the walkthrough of how the site works, but here's a demonstration of what the site might look like on multiple screens. We have several different breakpoints for our screen display and a slightly different setup for when it's a phone-sized screen. One last thing that we added was an error message to appear if the server was turned off or if there was an error in getting data back from the API.
We built our website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Our JavaScript was thoroughly tested using Mocha and Chai, and we used a Webpack to help us develop our site using a local API and running it on a local server. One of our big wins was that we were able to mimic our inspiration website and use the Miro board to thoroughly plan out what we wanted our site to look like. We aimed for a simplistic influencer design with a minimal pop of color to complement the colorful recipe images. We think we did a pretty good job matching up with what we had envisioned our site looking like with the end results. Other wins included our GitHub workflow going really smoothly, building a modal from scratch, and details on our filter by tag search. Some of our challenges on this project were incorporating working with an API and the responsive layout design. There was a big learning curve here, learning new technologies and information to implement fetch calls. In future iterations for this project, we would like to allow users to log into the site, add a pantry that keeps track of ingredients they have on hand or need to add to their grocery list, add a form so that users can add their own recipes, and allow users to share a recipe via Instagram, Facebook, and email. We hope you enjoyed our presentation. Thank you.